Hello everyone, I hope you're all doing well today. Welcome back to my channel. Today I have for you a simple yoga routine for improving ovulation. Now, ovulation is an important aspect of our menstrual cycle. It's important to maintain the menses and also for conceiving and for getting pregnant. So this is for that. Now gently standing with our feet a little bit more than hip width apart. Just draw circles with the hip, moving them one side to the other and then in the opposite direction as well. Making sure that we pay attention to our breathing. So when we move our body, it's also important that we pay attention to our breathing, that we are not holding the breath. And since this is for ovulation, the entire focus will primarily be in the pelvis, in and around the reproductive organs. Again, slow, very deliberate and intentional movements, focusing on the pelvis, the hips, the groin, lower back, and the entire, let's say, the groin and the hips and the pelvis area. Now I will open the legs a bit more wider than the hips. Shoulders down, keeping hands on the waist. We'll just take a simple partial straight bend forward. So it's not a complete bend where we go completely down, but rather a partial bend, and then we slowly let our hands slide down the legs, finding a decent spot where you feel comfortable enough to stay long term. Gently up, again hands at the waist, bending forward and then sliding down the hands. All this while, maintain focus, maintain your intention on improving ovulation, improving fertility, and overall having a healthy menstrual cycle. Lack of that kind of gives rise to a lot of issues for women. Now this time we'll just let our hands down, dangle forward, and gently allow our palms to reach the floor, and we'll just extend and widen our legs further to find a comfortable place where we can just lay there. So legs are wide apart, hands on the floor, palms on the floor, and you can take turns by going a bit down, putting perhaps your forearms on the ground and then coming up. Taking a breath, again going down. Lowering your head may deepen the stretch in the inner thighs, back of the thighs, your hamstrings, hips and groin. So just be mindful that you don't overdo it and stay there. This also is a great way to improve blood circulation into those areas. Now we will slowly come closer to the pelvis, putting our hands closer. Stay there and then go forward, walk our palms forward, and then a few breaths there. So we keep coming back and going forward, and then we come back again closer to the groin, to the pelvis, maintaining breathing, making sure that we are breathing deep, focused breaths. stay there and gently bringing our feet in, still keeping our feet a bit wider than the hips. We sit down and find a nice place, Malasana. Now, this is a great way to improve blood circulation and to the reproductive organs and kind of find a way to activate that region. So gently you can also sway from side to side. Now we'll go on to one leg and extend the other leg forward while maintaining our posture, and then come to the center, ground ourselves, and then go ahead to the other side. This might be a bit intense for the pelvis, the groin, and the legs, so just be mindful, don't overdo it. Stay only as long as your body permits and make sure you're breathing, because the moment the discomfort goes towards pain or where you start forcing and pushing is when you start holding on to your breath, and that generally leads to injuries, and we want to avoid that at all costs. We'll rock forward and backward a few times. Now again, this is another great movement to improve your blood flow to the reproductive organs, blood circulation, and activating the pelvis, the groin, lower back, and hips. Just be mindful you don't overdo it. Next, we'll extend our legs forward and we'll just take a gentle forward bend. Again, every movement, every pose has to come from your intention. So when you sit for this practice today, be intentional, sit with your focus on improving ovulation, of improving your menses. Okay, next we'll pull our hands closer, and our next bend will be more taking the face closer to our legs. It's kind of rounding of the spine and creates a very gentle, small crunching motion at the core, at our groin, at our pelvis, at our lower belly. Next, we move on, one leg straightened forward and the other one just crosses it, seated, and then we go forward. So now the left leg so that's my leg that's extended forward, and that might feel a bit more of a stretch, whichever is your leg that's extended forward, and be mindful of your back and breathe, and then take a gentle twist to the side. All the while paying attention and maintaining breath. And we repeat, going forward, bending forward, gentle bend, again creating this space at our lower belly where our reproductive organs are, a space where improved blood circulation, which is activated without excessive strain. Now again we take a twist. Now opening up that leg, we'll just ground and center ourselves with a gentle forward bend. pay attention and listen to your body always. Being gentle and being kind with ourselves is paramount. Again, another forward bend, and take these moments between poses, this kind of a pause between movement, to bring your body and your mind back to your awareness, to your intention. We'll repeat the movement on the other side. Now the other leg is bent over the stretched out leg, and we take a gentle partial forward bend. And a gentle twist. When the focus is on the internal, so we are trying to improve ovulation, we are trying to improve our menstrual cycle, our ability to conceive, a lot of it is also internal. So you're doing these movements, but at the same time, when you're practicing yoga, it's important that you practice deliberate intention and focus. Breathe. Then extending our feet forward, we'll take a gentle, relaxing forward bend. And as we are at the end of our practice, please remember, try and make this a part of your routine. Try and do it, especially when you get close to your menstrual cycle or just after it, to improve your ovulation, your fertility, and be deliberate, be intentional, and be kind to yourself. And thank you so much for everyone who's here, who's watching. Do practice and let me know how it goes for you in the comments. If there are things you would like me to make more videos on, do let me know. Thank you so much. Hello everyone, I hope you're all doing well today. Welcome back